the story of this tour. Mud and water.
In my old Kentucky home, good night. Weep no more, my lady. Oh, weep no more today. We will sing one song for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home far away.
Hey y'all, welcome to Stivers Homestead. I'm Zach.
And I'm Jen.
And today is garden walk slash tour, whatever you want to call it. What, week 6?
Yep.
Woo, all right.
So it was actually supposed to be yesterday.
Yep.
But that was, we had to make the announcement about the animals and stuff, and we had to get that news out. So we pushed the garden tour to another day, which is today.
And the weather hasn't been extremely helpful either, so we're really trying to piece this together in between all the rain we've got. That is definitely the story of this garden walk, is weather. It was the topic last week. That was more wind and storms.
Yeah.
This is just an incredible amount of rain.
Yeah.
We've gotten so much, I'm surprised anything's even standing anymore, but it is, somehow or the other. But first,
yep, shirts. So we got sent some more shirts from Rocking Sea Homestead.
And they're awesome shirts. I really like them.
They're cool shirts. I really love their logo too. So they have a homestead in Oklahoma. It's
Lance and Marcy.
Lance and Marcy.
Yep.
They do have 2 kids, but one of them's at college and the other one's grown and living in the city. But they have an awesome homestead. They started in 2017 and got some chickens and some Nigerian dwarf goats. And
they're in Oklahoma, right?
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And they have all kinds of rescue animals, which is right up our alley. We like to rescue dogs and cats too. So we've really enjoyed watching them over the past few months and getting to know them. And they're really cool. They've been talking to us pretty much since we started YouTube.
Yeah, she does tea too, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does tea. She's got an herb garden. She does tea time with Marcy, so that's really neat. Y'all check them out, definitely. You'll love them.
They're a lot like us.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, kind of the content they have on their channel. So if you enjoy ours, you'll probably enjoy theirs.
You definitely will. Their videos are really, really good. They're informational, they're fun, they're funny. They're good quality videos. They're good at editing, so definitely check them out. You will not be upset. You will enjoy watching them.
Yep. So that's Rockin' Sea Homestead. We'll put their link in the description, and we'll also pin a link to their channel in the comments just to make it easy to hop on over there if you want to check them out. But that's our featured channel of the week for
Rockin' Sea Homestead.
Sharing a little of the love of the community. And now it is time to get to walking.
Let's do it.
Okay, as we always like to start this walk, pool is incredibly full of water. It is as far to the rim and it is pouring over.
But it's clean, it's crystal blue.
Yeah, it looks really good.
And we haven't been able to get in it for what, 2 weeks now?
No.
Zach was on vacation this whole past week, and we didn't even get to get in the pool.
It was either 70 degrees and like barely raining, or 85 and poured out.
Yeah. It
was an insane week. But things are growing. So let's kick right into our dragon's breath over here, because I love it, and it has really became an eye catcher. I mean, everybody loves this. Got a weed or two there.
Yep, dragon's breath celosia is doing really good. It does not mind all this rain. It just keeps kicking. Caladium's doing really good too. Some of the leaves fell off, and then the true leaves came in, and it's doing pretty well in there.
Yep, and lilies are still just being the lilies without blooms, just hanging out, chilling. And with all this rain, I wasn't concerned about my tomatoes. Oh, there is a bee. So I'll just skip it and jump right, because this is cool. Yeah, he just keeps flying around on me. tried to catch a bee there pollinating the zinnias. So, you know, with the rain, wasn't worried about the tomatoes, wasn't worried about the cucumbers, wasn't worried about anything but my zinnias. I was super concerned because they're so big and all this wind, and I was just scared it was gonna get too soggy. And it showed a little bit of a number. As you can see, we're kind of shifted here. So I had to actually take one out that was over here. She bit the dust on me, got a little too wet, I think, and a little wind damage, but everything else is still rocking and looking awesome. And we just got bees, bumblebees flying all over the place, just pollinating them, pollinating the fire out of them. So I germinated the fire out of them, now they're getting pollinated the fire out of them, but they still look really cool and pretty.
All right, pole beans are doing good. They've got all kinds of blooms down here.
Look at that.
Blooms popping up everywhere. They're really pretty. I'm really not sure what variety it is. I just know it's a pole bean, so I don't know. But it's beautiful.
The only problem is this one's not trellising.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. It might actually be a bush bean.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, they were just given to us, and I didn't really know too much about them, so I don't know. We'll see.
You all let us know if you know.
And this one's the same way. It's not purple, but it's not trellising. Well,
it's
it is a little bit.
This one, I think, might have just got there too late.
I don't know. We'll see. And this one's beautiful too. It's doing good. So there's some of the pole beans. And over here we got all the squash and zucchini, which there are all kinds of zucchinis popping up out of their flowers. And everything's getting huge. Let's go see if we can find a few.
Chocolate mint's popping,
yep,
as always.
Good.
Let's get our daily walk snack. If I can get one off without tearing the whole thing out. There we go.
There's all kinds coming up.
Sorry, I'm eating mint.
There's one there. There's two over here. There's some over here.
I'm trying to keep up with you. There they are.
There's 2 or 3 popping out of this one. There's some over here. This guy's huge.
See one bad one. So yeah, so this tilled garden, as you can see just from a shot, is just exploding. And I love how this butternut squash, Ellie, what are you doing? You know you're not allowed in the garden. This butternut squash is just trellising out. Like I mentioned in last week's walk, you can kind of direct these which way you want to go. If you don't have a trellis that you're growing up, it's perfectly fine to do so. Just kind of trellis them whichever way, or I guess it's not trellising, but just let them grow, vine out the way you want them to. That way they're not encroaching on each other and they'll do just fine. I wish I could see that dragonfly. Come on, stay right there. Ah, he flew away. He was really pretty.
So I've got some more pole beans over here. This one's climbing up. He's still doing good. He's got blooms everywhere. And he's next to my wildflowers. That sounded extremely Kentucky.
Wildflowers.
Yeah. Wyatt likes to come over here and pick these flowers and give them to me. And then here's another purple one. Another pretty one. Blooms all over the place. They're doing well too. He's gonna grow up this, hopefully. We'll see. So last week y'all couldn't hardly see these sunflowers because they were so tiny. But all the rain has made them grow tremendously. So these are Velvet Queens. And they are getting huge. Hopefully they'll be up past me here soon. I've seen a lot of pictures and videos where everyone's sunflowers are growing, so hopefully mine catch up. There's another one. He's little. I don't know.
I think it's a weed, babe.
No, it's sunflower.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Nope.
No, that's a,
nope, just
that's
kidding.
a weed.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 Jack B. Little pumpkins that are, one of them struggling. I'm not sure what his issue is.
Drowning, if I had to
He's
guess.
probably drowning. The other ones are doing good. They're all growing. This guy's huge. He's getting big. He's got his real leaves, and he's gonna grow. And then we got 2 Cherokee tan pumpkins over here that are still growing, doing good. They're a little bit smaller, but I'm sure they'll catch up.
But I'll tell you one thing. Let me flip you around. I've seen some other people noticed this too. The Jack B. Littles are a fast growing pumpkin.
Yeah.
I've actually seen people already start to harvest some Jack B. Littles, and they're like, I was planning on having these for October. So I think those are just quick running plants. So I don't think the Cherokee Tans are behind. I think they're more appropriate for a pumpkin, where the Jack B. Littles are just kind of taking off.
That's true.
All right, we're on the move. So got the tilled garden, got the flowers out of the way. Now to the peppers, the one that we really like to show, one of my favorites. So as you can see, I always like to get down here to kind of get y'all a true shot to see how big they are. They're looking really good. We got blooms all over the place that are kicking in gear. This is a jalapeno one. But we should have peppers in the very, very near future. It's so funny, some of the ones on the ends seem to be doing better, don't they? Tell you one thing, you put all these tags in here, and then they just seem to just disappear as the year goes. So some of these are gonna just be a surprise. Anything you want to say on the peppers, babe?
No, they're doing really well. I'm impressed, honestly.
Yeah.
From how they started and how slow and little they were, I'm amazed that they're all doing good and they're growing every day.
And we're just gonna keep preaching it until every single one of y'all listen. Fish minerals. I tell you. And like I said, one thing that we also learned and tested out is they're a lot like cucumbers. They like a lot of water. So we've been feeding these every time we feed the cucumbers.
And I think another reason they're doing so well is because of all the rain.
Yeah, yeah, you're right, because they do like it. The cucumbers are also doing really well. So there's the peppers. Jen's already left my pepper. She's already on the move. Here she goes.
I think all of our onions are about ready to harvest. They're getting pretty big and they're starting to fall over. So we're gonna be harvesting them soon. I can see some of their bulbs. They're pretty good size. And then our okra is finally growing. Everybody said it likes the extreme heat, so I mean, we haven't really had extreme heat, but maybe the humidity has helped it.
Yeah, because we've been really high in humidity.
Yeah. So they're doing good. And then the loofah gourd is almost halfway up the trellis. So they're doing really well.
They're on a race. This guy's winning so far.
Yep, when we put all that cinnamon on them because the ants were getting to the loofah gourds and that helped them tremendously.
Yep, they were finally able to kind of breathe and do their thing.
Got a beautiful pepper here.
Chocolate bell.
It's doing really well. I can't wait to try the chocolate bells. And then about 2 weeks ago, we planted all these bush beans. And let's see.
1, 2, 3,
every
4,
single
5,
one but one of them germinated.
Yep, we got 9 out of 10.
Yep, so they're the bean galapka from Baker Creek seeds.
Say it 5 times fast.
Yeah. So they're doing well. They germinated quickly, as bush beans do, and I'm really excited about them.
Then over here, we got the Chinese red noodle beans. And we're starting to try to train them up the trellis, this guy especially. They're gonna start pulling out soon and ready to attach. But they're looking good. Some still got a little yellow, but I think we're on the right track with adding the fish minerals. It seems to be bringing them all back and good to go. We're excited about these. I know I am, at least. How about you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, hello, Miss Bonnie's best bed. When did you decide to be okay and just start rocking it out and have tomatoes everywhere? Look here, y'all. Boom, tomato. Boom, tomato. 2 tomatoes. And we all thought this bed was done for and not gonna make it. Oh, I missed some tomatoes over here too. Look at there. Tomato. Tomato. They're everywhere. So, I think this is safe to say. Let the sucker grow and you'll be just fine. So, tested and proven to be successful. So that's really exciting. The bed we thought wasn't gonna make it is now thriving. It's just a little bit shorter than the other ones. Also in this bed,
cucumbers. This guy's almost ready. We have harvested, I think, 6 or 7 cucumbers now. And that's the earliest that we've ever gotten cucumbers. But they're just popping up left and right.
And there's a few on these. Somehow, I think we had 2 plants in here and I don't know how it happened.
I don't know how that happened.
Because these are looking like Armenians, right?
Yeah.
Not Americanas. But yeah, you can see down here at the root, it looks like we have 2 that decided to somehow grow. Not sure how that happened because we planted these on our own and we did them as transplants. So there was only 1 in there. I don't know what happened. Maybe a volunteer or something. Where we at now?
Tea garden is doing great. The basils, oh, okay.
What happened to you?
On a bug. Basil's doing great. Dandelions are needing to be harvested. I said it last week and I'm gonna say it again this week. I'm gonna harvest some stuff and we're gonna make some videos about the tea garden as soon as I get time. Marigolds are popping up left and right. They're beautiful. I'm loving them. My licorice basil is doing good. I love the color on it.
Yeah,
it's so
the purple
pretty.
stems and everything.
My chamomile's starting to bloom, so that's awesome. My lemon balm is starting to bush out, so hallelujah. I'm gonna put that in some tea. I'm pretty excited about that. Like I said, all my dandelions are good. My lemon mint is still tiny.
But it'll get there.
I mean, it's okay though, because I really don't want it to take over, so I'm okay with it. And then my potted herbs. This is a citronella plant, but my thyme is doing okay. I don't really think it likes the pot too much.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That one was one that we bought, so I don't know too much about it. And my sage is doing good. It's beautiful.
To me, the prettiest plant we have.
I really need to harvest and dry some of that. And then I need to do the oregano too. So I think we'll be doing some harvesting and dehydrating videos very soon, so I can show y'all what I do with all this stuff.
All right, bush beans and beets. The beets seriously are getting very close.
Yeah, probably.
Ready?
Yeah.
We're just trying to give them a little bit longer. We've had nice cool temperatures, so they've been growing like crazy. But I don't know, I'm not ready to do it. I want a big, nice sized beet. But our bush beans are doing good. They were under attack with ants. We also use the cinnamon here and the neem oil, and I don't see any issues anymore, but they are looking good and starting to sprout all over the place. Okay, off to the bed that I know you all are probably all waiting for. The variety tomato bed. It's, as every week, has the most growth and the most fruit all over it.
Look at these.
So those are the Romas.
They're so pretty. They look like little teardrops. Got one here.
And that one's a black brandywine. And then, I want to say this is a white cherry. Yeah, that's a white cherry. And another black brandywine. Tomatoes everywhere. Tomato, tomato.
They're huge.
That's another white cherry. And I believe this one's a regular cherry tomato. Just a regular red one. This one I want to say is a German green. Couple pepper plants. Still doing really good. And the Jimmy Nardello is still winning the race for the biggest pepper plant we have. Right here we got another, oop, that one's getting a little 8. Uh-oh. Yep, see him coming out of there? Yeah, we need to get on that neem oil. Some more white cherries. If y'all can get in there and see that. These German greens, they're such a pretty tomato. Look at that, y'all. How it's much darker on the top and lighter on the bottom. Very pretty. These are more Romas. Where's my pink oxhearts? I probably called a Roma an oxheart event at one point. Here's some more brandywines. They're a little bit smaller, but he's coming in. Gosh, we just got tomatoes everywhere, babe. You better get ready to get your picking fingers on. What we got over here? There's another big German green. Let's get the camera in there. And then more brandywines. And these are the black ones. God, everything just needs to ripen, and we are going to be running out of tomatoes out of our ears. And there's some comfrey taking over. And then that guy, I still kept waiting to see if a sucker would pop up so we could do the same thing we did on the Bonnie's Best, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to have to pull him.
Alright, so we've got some more onions over here. I've been putting the rabbit's fertilizer in this bed for a few days. So the onions, a few of them are almost ready. They're still growing. And then down here, we direct sowed a bunch of tenderette bush beans. So more bush beans over here. We love bush beans. They're very easy to grow everywhere, but especially in Kentucky. So that's something that we always do. And then Zach planted him some carrots on this side, but I'm not really sure what's going on there.
They're growing, look, right here.
Is that them?
That's them, all right there. They coming up.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah, they're just little.
Yeah.
It's hard to see. But my little trench of carrots are coming in nicely. They just little guys. They just had their birthday. Okay.
All right, we've got a mini white cucumber over here that's gonna grow quickly up this trellis.
You got that one, then we got the other one over here. Other two. And it looks like Daddy needs to do some weeding. Look at all this. Rain, I can't do nothing.
We've got more cucumbers growing up the pallet trellises that Zach made, which we have a video on.
Super pumped about those.
Here's the Armenian.
And you know, we were complaining about how the Armenians were slow. I think they just take a little extra time, but they're really catching in now.
All right, we've got a bunch of cucumbers growing up this pallet trellis.
Our Americanas.
Armenians.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah. There's another one over there. So they'll probably be ready to pick tomorrow.
Looking good. So that was the quick run through the garden. I feel like we kind of flew through that one a little bit. So, you know, with the weather how it is, we're really having to, she's like pushing me over. I'm trying to like stand up straight and I just keep falling. Oh my goodness. So, gosh, get over here. My goodness. Anyways. I feel like we rushed through that one a little bit. I apologize if it felt that way too, to you all. We wanted to show you everything, but with the weather being how it is, like we're having to like try to grab these as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
If we waited on the weather, y'all probably wouldn't see a video from us in like the next 2 weeks because it's either incredibly windy, rainy, stormy, or something. So we're trying to rush to kind of beat the next rainstorm that's rolling in. Because we really do have it for the next week or so. But I hope you all got a good shot of tomatoes. I hope wherever you all are, you're either getting enough rain, or the rain stopping, or the winds calming down, or the storms are crazy. It seems like we're having that out like a line. I mean, what is the first day of summer this coming Friday?
Yeah, I think so. The
official first day of summer. And usually here in Kentucky, we're over all of this. We're starting to get dry and it's just drying up a little bit. But here, it's just constant rain. It's like what everybody was getting at in Oklahoma has now moved more to the east, because I know our friends up north are having the same issues that we're having here right in the middle of Eastern America. That sounded weird. Whatever, wherever we are, we're in the middle on the east. But surprisingly, the garden's holding strong. We had a great week with visitors and having a lot of fun, so we didn't give a whole lot of attention on the garden that it normally would get, which is surprising because I was on vacation.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't do anything, but we did have a lot of fun with people coming over and hanging out with us. And we have tomatoes and cucumbers and onions, and all the stuff is about to start rocking. Yep. So I'm hoping maybe on the next garden walk, we'll be able to pick some ripened tomatoes, some zucchinis, more cucumbers, because y'all done seen them, they just keep flowing in. But I think that's about all I got. You got anything else?
I don't think so. I hope everyone's gardens are doing well. Mm-hmm. We enjoy seeing them. We hope you enjoy seeing ours. Yeah. And the bunnies are cute. I'm watching them.
She keeps glancing down while I'm rambling on. They're having a good time together, being a double instead of just single now.
Yep. Oh, and don't forget to check out Rockin' Sea Homestead for sure. Go check out their YouTube channel. It'll be linked and it'll be pinned in the comments. So check them out. You'll love them. Lance and Marcy, and they're great people with a great channel. So we hope you enjoy them.
Yep. You all have a great rest of your day, and we will catch y'all on the next one.
See you next time.
Bye.